Welcome one, welcome all to this week's WhatCar.com podcast. What have we got for you this week? Well, I'm going to tell you. We've got a roundup of the latest news, and Peter Lawton says hello to the new Honda Insight. So, straight into the news, what's been going on? The government have announced its rescue package for the automotive industry in the UK to the tune of £2.3 billion. Business Secretary Lord Mandelson outlined the £2.3 billion rescue plan to the House of Lords. The package is to be funded by £1.3 billion in loans from Europe, with a further £1 billion coming from the UK Treasury. However, to comply with strict EU rules, the loan guarantees can only be used to underwrite cash for green research and development, and will do little to improve car sales. The Conservatives are less than impressed with this package and say that it doesn't go far enough. Shadow Business Secretary Ken Clarke calls the package pretty small beer. However, if you are feeling a bit flush, don't panic, because Bentley have announced the most extreme version of one of their cars yet. The car, which will be revealed at the Geneva Motor Show, is based on the Continental GT. This extreme Bentley runs on bioethanol and is said to deliver supercar performance. Bentley say it's the fastest, most powerful production car they've ever made. Bentley aren't the only company with new ideas, because Mini have signalled their intentions for the future with the new Crossman 4x4. It's set to go on sale in 2010 and will mark a new direction for the company. The Crossman was first shown as a concept car at last year's Paris Motor Show, and it's taller, wider and longer than the Clubman. Mini's designers say that this could be the first of many derivatives that takes the Mini brand into bold new areas. Both Citroën and Nissan have announced prices for their exciting new models. Citroën's new C3 Picasso will cost from £11,495 when it hits showrooms on April 9th. Nissan has announced that its new 370Z will be available from £26,895 when online sales start on February 2nd. This is only £164 more than the outgoing 350Z, so it looks at first glance a bit of a bargain. Vauxhall have released the first pictures of the Ampera, which will go on sale in 2011. The hybrid Ampera is Vauxhall's version of the Chevrolet Volt, and it will make its public debut at the Geneva Motor Show in March. And, talking about hybrids, here's Peter with the new Honda.
Meet the new Honda Insight. It's a decade since Honda launched the original Insight, which is the first ever car I ran for What Car. A lot has changed in the last 10 years. I have turned into a family of 4, and the Insight has been transformed from a 2-seater exercise and ultra efficiency into a more all-round 5-seater rival to cars like the Toyota Prius and Ford Focus. Don't get me wrong, I really liked the first Insight's showcase of technology and 80 plus MPG, but it was an expensive car, it was impractical, so it didn't exactly have broad appeal. In fact, during its lifespan, Honda sold just 390 of the cars. Ford dealers sneeze more Focus than that in just 2 days. Promising it'll be cheaper than the Toyota Prius, Honda is hoping that the 5 seats and the large boot will make this new Insight more of an option for more buyers. As well as lower list prices, starting at about £15,000, Honda hopes the new Insight's newfound practicality will help it sell far better. Although it does mean the car has, like me, put on a bit of weight. 400 kilos in the bid for broader, small family car appeal. It's never going to be as impressive on fuel consumption and emissions as it once was then, but combined fuel consumption is still between 61 and 64 mpg, and emissions range between 101 and 105 grams per kilometre, depending on the model you go for. So, the Insight isn't exempt from VED as a result, but Honda claim the car has been developed for the real world, not the official fuel consumption test cycle. So owners will get far closer to Honda's results than they might do with other manufacturers' figures. Only time will tell. As it stands, the Insight has lower emissions, but slightly worse fuel consumption than the Toyota Prius. That car is being replaced in the summer, however, and we've heard it could well beat the Honda on both fronts. Still, follow the Insight's driving tips and its weird plant life-based reward system, and you'll spend very little time filling up, pay very little car tax, and drive into the London congestion charge zone for free. You're not going to be buying an Insight for speed, we hope, but you almost need planning permission to overtake a line of trucks at the motorway limit. The otherwise smooth 1.3 litre petrol engine and the CVT auto gearbox it's matched to also kick up a hell of a row when you ask for acceleration. That's it for now. Plenty more on WhatCar.com next week.